Hey there! In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own direct booking website for your short-term rentals in a few minutes. For real, no exaggeration. It's super fast and super easy. It's really important to have your direct booking website for your recurrent clients. That way, you make more money because you avoid platform commissions and you become less dependent on them. Of course, you should never ask a potential new guest to circumvent the platform through which they contacted you. This is obviously forbidden and ethically it's a bad thing to do. But if these guests contact you directly themselves the next time, then it's totally fine and even encouraged. The tool that I will show you allows you to build that website automatically in minutes, to process payments and even to manage deposits. So you have all the tools you need to process bookings directly. This amazing online service is called Your Porter, but do not Google it. I have a special affiliate link in the description that will give you a $20 discount on your first invoice. If you don't use my link, you won't be able to benefit from it. But don't worry, there is also a free trial period so you can see for yourself if you like it or not. Originally, I used Your Porter to automate communication with my guests, and I already recommended it in a previous video. Once you start doing messaging automation, you just can't revert back to manual anymore because it saves hours of your time. But the amazing thing with Your Porter is that it feels like the new features they're constantly building are always the right ones, those that the hosts really need. Sometimes when I think about my Airbnb business, I have ideas like, hey, a feature like this or like that would be really useful. And a few weeks later, what do I see? An update from Your Porter and they just built it. It's almost like they're reading my mind. So after their messaging automation service, they added the direct booking website builder. And later, I thought that there was still one problem with direct bookings, obviously, how to process deposits. And guess what? A few weeks later, that feature was live as well. They obviously understood that this was a critical point, so they created an automated deposit system that takes authorizations on your guests' payment cards. As of today, I processed several direct bookings from my website and they all went through seamlessly. So, how does it work? Let me switch to my screen and show you all the steps. So once you click on my Your Porter link, you register here and then you connect this account to your Airbnb account. So you follow the steps. It's very easy. It's in the settings. And so once Your Porter and your Airbnb accounts are linked, then you can proceed. So I will open my account, which is already connected. And then you have to add your listings inside Your Porter. So keep in mind that you pay a monthly subscription per listing. So the more listings you add, the more expensive it will be. So you go here on menu, Your Listings, and here you click on Add New Listing. So to do that, you need to paste here your Airbnb iCal link. And to find it, you go on your listing settings. Then you go on availability, so that's on Airbnb. You go down, you click on export calendar, and here is the link that you have to copy paste, right? So you paste it here, you give it a name, so that would be the name of your listing, and then you proceed. So here I cannot do that because obviously I already have this listing inside my Your Porter account. But if you already used Your Porter and you added your listings inside to use the messaging automation, for example, then you don't need to do any of this. So to build a website, you stay on menu here and you go on Website Builder. And you click on Create a New Website. Then you give it a name and you can change it later, of course, if needed. So I'll just write that down as an example. And here you have to choose your domain name. This will be the link to your website. So this is extremely important. You have two choices here. One is you use Your Porter's domain. So it could be something like rentincan.staydirectly.com. All right, so that will be your link. Or you can use your own domain. But for now, you can just stay with this, and later on, if you want to use your own domain, you can write to Your Porter and they will explain you how to do it. However, there's a very important detail to keep in mind. If you choose to use Your Porter's domain, then basically the website will be sort of free, because you will only pay the same monthly subscription per listing that you already use. However, if you want to use your own domain, there will be an additional fee of $100 per year per domain. So that's not a lot, but it includes the integration of your own domain and a few other important things like SEO optimization and the SSL certificate. So for now, you can just use your porter's domain, find here a good name for your website, right? Even at this stage already, who knows, maybe you will just keep using this domain. Maybe you don't even want to use any custom domain. So pay attention to the name here and then click on continue, right? So again, all of this, you will be able to edit this later on. So you use the name Pavel, contact address, right? You put your address, the phone number, whatever, contact email. Then you click on continue. You select your listings here, right? So the ones that you want to appear on the website. Then you click again on continue. And here you define your prices. So this is very important because, as you know, platforms, they have commissions, right? Airbnb, for example, asks the guests to pay about 12 to 15% on top of your price. So that's about to change, but basically this is how it works. And every platform has a different commission. So if you go directly, technically your price is lower, but you can charge more because that person would still pay more if you include the platform commission. So for example, if there is a 20% commission like on booking.com, then you can put, I don't know, like 10 more, right? You take your prices, you add 10 more. So for you, you will make 10% more money and the guests will pay 10% less compared to if they went through a platform like Booking. So basically here, this amount has to be a bit less than the commissions of the platforms, but less enough so that it becomes interesting for your guests to book directly with you. And obviously you choose your currency. And here you can choose if you accept only email inquiries or you accept online payments directly with Stripe, right? So basically people can just go and book without your approval, right? Or with your approval, it's up to you. So then if you do this, you will need to add a Stripe account. So once again, follow the steps. It's very easy. And if there's something that you don't understand, you can always ask your porter's customer service to help you, right? But otherwise, you click here, you fill all this out, and it will generate your Stripe account that you can use to collect your guests' payments and transfer them to your personal bank account. But as you can see, you can also accept payments through PayPal, right? This is amazing. So you just click here, you type in your PayPal account, and it's even much easier than with Stripe. And then you can choose if you want to have a prepayment. So guests pay like 50% of the accommodation on the reservation date, but I suggest you to obviously put that to 100%, right? Why would you bother? So once you connected your PayPal account, I mean, I will not do this again. I don't want to create that new website because I already have one, but then you can continue and basically it will take some time, but in a matter of hours or maybe 1 day or two, your porter will generate that website using the information from your Airbnb account, right? So it will take the pictures, the titles, the descriptions, and everything else. And then this website will be available here. And then you go here once again, and you will be able to edit website. So this is my website here, and it's active. You can take a look how it looks like by following the link that you created. And it will look something like this. So you can customize the picture here. You can customize this title. You can customize this text here. Then this will be determined automatically and it will take the pictures from your Airbnb account. You can also have a page here with terms and conditions. So here, for example, you can explain to people your cancellation policy and a page also about us, right? So you can basically present yourself real quick. And so the most amazing thing about this is that when you go on the listing, because it's connected to your Airbnb account, it also takes the prices that you defined on Airbnb or on your portal directly. And so it has both the availability and your conditions for things like minimum number of nights, etc. And so basically this is constantly synchronized with your Airbnb calendar and therefore with all your other calendars on other platforms. So as you can see, I already cannot see some of the dates because they are blocked. So the person can only select the available dates. I have 3 nights minimum, and once again, they can only select these 3 nights. The number of guests also depends on the one that you set on Airbnb. And then they can click on check prices. So as you can see, it will take the price that you defined on Airbnb and add the percentages that you defined on top. And then they can just click on book now. They fill all this and then they continue to payment. They add their credit card details and that's it. It's booked. And the amazing thing is that these days will be blocked on your portal calendar. And so they will be automatically blocked on Airbnb calendar as well, right? So it's very, very seamless. It works perfectly. So if you go back to the listing details, all the things here are taken from Airbnb, but you can change them, right? So if you go on your website builder, listing details, here you select your listing and you can change whatever you want, and you can also delete some of these blocks. Everything else, you can set it up on this page. So I will not go into it in detail because it's very straightforward, right? Website details, visual settings, this is where you choose the pictures, the stuff that you write around here, etc., etc. And finally, also on your portal, you can go on menu, and then you have this thing here, which is deposit management, right? And this is really amazing because you can just create a new deposit rule. You decide either to authorize or to charge the credit card. You choose the amount, I know, let's say this. You select how many days before the arrival you want this to be active and how many days you want it to be released. Then you click on continue. You select the platform that you want to apply it to. And yeah, by the way, it also works with booking.com. But here, let's say that you choose your direct booking website. And here you can select the listings. And for me, you don't see them once again because I already created these rules. But you can set up a different deposit amount per listing, of course. Then you click on continue, and once again, it's set up and it works. So this feature is really amazing. As you can see, because it takes the information from Airbnb directly, you don't need to do anything. It's automatic. This website is set up and running automatically. You can adjust whatever you want here, right? So there are a few things that are not perfect, but I'm pretty sure that they will be arranged later on. So for example, on Airbnb, I don't have pictures of the same size, and it shows here, right? Here you can see that it's not aligned, unfortunately, but this is also my fault. I edited my pictures and I cut them differently, and this is why they look like this. But otherwise, you also don't need anything fancy, right? Remember, for me, I use this with my recurring clients, so I don't need to show them some kind of super fancy website. I just need to show them something functional. So they want to book a listing that they already stayed in. They contact me directly, personally, not through a platform. They tell me, hey, I want this or that listing. So what I do, I go here and I send them this link, right? And I tell them, go check directly on my website, put in your dates, and then you can proceed with the payment directly. And trust me, if you are a new host, maybe this didn't happen to you yet, but it will. You will have people who will ask you to book your place again, right? After some time. And so you definitely should have this kind of website to be able to do that. So that was it. This is how you create your direct booking website in only a few minutes, and it will be up and running in a few hours. I totally recommend you to subscribe to your portal for all these amazing features, and especially messaging automation and website builder. There is a free 3-week trial period, so you can try it and see if you love it and want to keep using it. But in any case, Go there through my affiliate link in the description below to get a $20 discount if you decide to continue using your porter after the trial period. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, click on that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have more videos like this already published and new ones coming in, so stay tuned and see you soon.